What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the random video blog where every single Friday I run down my rambling thoughts in the wrestling world, share a few stories, etc., etc. And we are only 8 days out from NXT TakeOver Orlando, and of course, I will be there along with WrestleMania that Sunday. And needless to say, I can't fucking wait. So today and next Friday, I will have TakeOver / WrestleMania themed video blogs. Actually, next Friday is when Jason and I are leaving. We're leaving early Friday morning. So I'll already have the video blog filmed like from earlier on in the week, and I'll put it up like before I leave. Probably not before I leave, but when we land and whatever else. And I'll record a shitload of content while we're there in Orlando that Friday, Monday, when we're leaving, at WrestleMania itself, TakeOver, all that other shit. And I hopefully take a lot of video and have my phone charged up, but still enjoying the moment as I did over SummerSlam weekend. But at any rate, today I want to do a list of my top 7 favorite TakeOver theme songs. Now, I've always wanted to do this, but when I wanted to do it like a year ago, like there weren't that many TakeOver theme songs. NXT did not start using like original songs as themes for their TakeOver shows until I think Unstoppable, the 4th or 5th live special they did. Arrival, TakeOver, the first, original TakeOver, Fatal 4-Way, Our Evolution, and Rival. So those 5, I think, just used the NXT theme song. Then starting with Unstoppable, I think they had a song called Unstoppable. Not the one they used for No Way Out 2012, which was also a good song. But then from there on out, they used original songs for every TakeOver, like 1 or 2, and now like every TakeOver has like 4 of them now, which is cool. I mean, you can pick and choose which one you like, which songs you like and whatnot. But what I like about NXT a lot is that the theme songs they use are always like metal or hard rock, whatever, and they're almost always great. And like one I may not care for, but the other 2 or other 1 I fucking love. And that's the case with this list. There's so many TakeOver songs that I love, and there's even a few here that did not make the list. I had to do a top 7. Usually I only do top 5. And I'm not going to play the songs for risk of copyright infringement and all that other shit. And I'm not going to sing them as I've done in the past. Maybe like a lyric or 2. But I won't sing them. I'm not a great singer. You guys will tune out immediately. So at any rate, let's talk about TakeOver theme songs. I had a TakeOver next Saturday, which I cannot fucking wait for. It's a pretty stacked card. And every TakeOver, every NXT show, I've been to 4 NXT shows, 2 TakeOvers, both of them in Brooklyn from August 2015 and 2016 respectively. Orlando, hopefully, should be the best yet. It's looking to be a pretty promising show. So at any rate, let's start out here again. The main roster songs, I did my top 5, I think, favorite WrestleMania theme songs a couple years ago. And I've done a lot of WrestleMania themed video blogs, so that's why we're kind of running short on topics to talk about. But next week, I promise, will be WrestleMania themed. But since I've done WrestleMania, my favorite WrestleMania themes, I thought I would do my favorite TakeOver themes, now that there's been enough to do a full list for them. Again, it'll probably be a quick list. There's really not much to say about each song. But coming in at number 7, Hated by Beartooth. The only song I really liked from the Toronto special back in November of 2016. This was the song they used for the video package between DIY and Revival before DIY won the belts, the tag team titles that night. Who knew you'd be hated for being who you are? Again, I can't sing, but it's a great song. And it plays for that video package, and that's what I will always remember it for. And I liked the song beforehand, but after it was used for that video package specifically, fucking loved it. So again, Hated by Beartooth in number 7 for a very good show. Thoroughly enjoyed Toronto. Coming in at number 6, Relentless by Of Mice and Men for Brooklyn 2 from August of 2016. Serpents, the other song, there were 3 songs these for TakeOver Brooklyn 2 last year. The main one, like the Giants, I think it was called, I didn't mind. It wasn't, I don't love it. I don't have it on my iPod. Serpents I liked. This one I liked the most, and I did not start liking until after the fact. I don't know. I think it was the song they used for Nakamura Joe, if I'm not mistaken, for that match specifically. Really good song. I am relentless. And also because I'm not a huge Of Mice and Men fan. I'm not even really all that familiar with their music. But I did fall in love with the song, what's it called? Would You Still Be There? I fell in love with that song that they did like a couple months before this, that I randomly found like an AJ Styles like tribute video. And I found out they did this song as well for TakeOver, which is pretty cool. So again, really good song. I think I didn't download it until after TakeOver because it wasn't available yet. On iTunes and shit. But again, a good song for a great show and I was there for, so I have that emotional attachment to. Coming in at number 5, Monster by Starset. They used that for TakeOver San Antonio earlier this year. 3 of the 4 songs, I think there were 4. Three of the four songs they used for Toronto or San Antonio a couple months ago were really, really good. Square Hammer, that's an honorable mention. Really good song. I forgot the artist. I apologize. But the main theme song they used for San Antonio was really good. And This Light I Hold, another really good song. I think they used that for the tag title match, I want to say. I don't remember. Maybe just the opening video. I'm not really sure. But again, good song. Monster, though, I can't really sing it. I was just listening to it a second ago. Da 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 down da da down down. Again, can't sing for shit, but again, really good song for a great show. Thoroughly enjoyed it. My camera just fucked up there for a second. I gotta get back to my list. Sorry about that. Botch. Coming in at number 4 is Paranoia by A Day to Remember. And I think the main guy from this band is who Paige dated. Actually, a couple years ago. He was on Total Divas. And when I saw the music video, they played it on an episode of NXT TV last summer because this was a song they used, the main theme song they used for TakeOver The End last June. I remember I was like, I think I recognize that guy. Isn't that the guy that Paige dated like a couple years ago? So, again, fuck, how does it go? I don't remember. I'm going to see if I can play like a quick second of it just to jog my memory. But yeah, they used it for TakeOver The End. Again, a really underrated show. There were a lot of great every TakeOver is great. But that one specifically I thought was really, really good. Let's see here. Go. That's how it goes. And da 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 part of me. Da 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 da. That just the chorus is really good too. Again, a really just hard hitting song, and I really like it a lot. Dun dun da 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 and but da 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 in your head and paranoia. But again, I don't remember the lyrics. I just know it's a really, really good song. So they used it for TakeOver The End last June, as I said. I think the main song for the video package between Joe and Finn Balor for the NXT title. Again, a really good song, hard hitting. Top 3 songs here. My top 3 favorite TakeOver. We're cracking top 3 here. Coming in at number 3 is Could Have Been Me by The Struts, an English-based band, I believe, obviously, based on... if you listen to the song, you would know. It could have been me. It could have been me. Da 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 down down down. They used that for TakeOver London because that was an English-based band. It only made sense. I think they used another song by Motorhead right before Lemmy passed away, actually. A couple weeks before Lemmy passed away. But I enjoyed this song more. They used it for the main video package. Again, a really... Not a great show, not a great TakeOver, just, again, fond memories of that show. Thoroughly enjoyed watching with RJ that day live, like 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a fucking Wednesday. I really, really enjoyed it, and a great song. Very befitting of the show itself. Again, it emanated from London. It's an English-based band. It only made sense. And just a really catchy song. It's a feel-good song. I enjoyed it. Coming in at number 2, Throne by Bring Me the Horizon. And this was the first time I heard this song, but they've used it a few other times for various other stuff. I heard it in a tribute video to Seth Rollins, so I associate that song now when I hear it. Not only did that TakeOver Respect show from October 2015, again, a great time watching that show with RJ, right before TakeOver London, a couple months ahead of that. But I also associate it with Seth Rollins not only because of that tribute video, but I associate it with the 24 special they did on him, and they put it in the video. They included it in that 24, and I think it was in something else too for some reason. It was definitely in something else they put out, not only the Seth Rollins video, it was definitely in something else that WWE produced. Maybe a WrestleMania special, like for WrestleMania 32 or 31 or something like that. I can't recall for like the 24. But I've heard it a few different times. It's a great fucking song, and I really... Oh, you know what else they used it for? This song was also used for the video package before the Fatal 4-Way number 1 contenders match for the NXT title last December, a couple months ago, between Roderick Strong, Bobby Roode, Ty Dillinger, and Andrade Cien Almas. And they aired this great video package hyping up the match on that episode of NXT, and I still watch it, and I still get goosebumps. It's a great video package, like showcasing each competitor. But originally it was used for TakeOver Respect in October of 2015. Again, a really underrated show, and I thought it just fit that show perfectly in just a really, really good band. Remember the moment you left me alone and broke every promise you ever made. And just a really, really good song. I know that a song that Rollins loves a lot, and he was really happy they used it. But yeah, 2 thumbs up for Throne by Bring Me the Horizon. And then we get to number 1, We Like It Loud by Sleeping with Sirens. Again, a song that I don't think will ever be topped, my favorite TakeOver themes, because it was my first NXT show, my first TakeOver, both, in August of 2015, Barclays Center, and We Like It Loud, bum ba na 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 bow down. Just a great fucking song for a great show. They blasted at the start of the show, place is going crazy. Just every single time I hear that song, it's a pretty short song, like 2.5 minutes, but it just brings back memories of being there in the Barclays Center for such a great fucking show. So love We Like It Loud by Sleeping with Sirens. So that's it, guys. Like I said, a pretty short list. Another video is like 10 minutes, but usually these like top 5, top 7 lists goes a lot longer. They go a lot longer, but there's really not much to say about these songs other than they're just really, really good. And I apologize again for my awful singing. So we'll run through the list one more time. Songs I would implore you to check out if you haven't already heard them, or if you haven't heard them in a while, or go back and check out the takeovers themselves. All these takeovers, every takeover is great, good, great, amazing, whatever. Hopefully Orlando is the same. And speaking, before I go back through the list, the themes for TakeOver Orlando didn't crack the list, but they are pretty good. I think Come and Get Me Now, I know that's the name of a song like from a couple years ago. That they used for Extreme Rules, and a pretty popular song. No, that's Come With Me Now. This is Come and Get Me Now. This is different. They used this song for TakeOver Orlando. Loud, in parentheses, Fuck It. They used that for one of the main themes for TakeOver Orlando. And a few other songs that are decent too. Those are pretty good. Those are honorable mentions on the list. So again, top 7 lists. Top 7 of my favorite TakeOver themes in NXT history. 7, Hated by Beartooth from TakeOver Toronto. 6, Relentless by Of Mice and Men from TakeOver Brooklyn 2. 5, Monster by Starset from TakeOver San Antonio. 4, Paranoia by A Day to Remember from TakeOver The End. Number 3, Could Have Been Me by The Struts from TakeOver London. Number 2, Throne by Bring Me the Horizon from TakeOver Respect. And number 1, We Like It Loud by Sleeping with Sirens from TakeOver Brooklyn 1. So again, guys, I appreciate your time. Thanks for checking out the video blog. Be sure to like the video. If you liked it, dislike it, whatever. Leave a comment, share the video, subscribe to the channel. All that stuff is amazingly appreciated. And yeah, next week, spoiler alert, unless something changes, unless something huge happens, but even then, I'll probably still do this video anyway. Next week's video blog will be my top 5 things that I want to see happen over WrestleMania 33 weekend when Jason and I are there. So stay tuned for that next Friday. Looking forward to recording it, talking about it, all that other shit. So stay tuned for that next Friday. But in the meantime, and in between time, guys, get ready for WrestleMania. I am so fucking excited. 8 days away from TakeOver, 9 days away from WrestleMania, 7 days away from when I leave. Oh, I'm so fucking excited for my first Mania. So, anyway, guys, be well, stay safe, have an awesome fucking weekend, and I will catch your ass down the road to WrestleMania.